Hey, what's up? Drew here, and I'm back in the garage. This time, prepping my Cefiro for the garage speed event that's going to be happening this weekend. Lots of stuff to do. This is its current condition. I need to change out the gasket, tie down the battery. I want to sand down the car and primer it as well, so that way it's one color. I have an origin kit I want to install. I got to reinstall the headlights. I also want to fix the seat because the seat is currently mocked back. So I need to put power to it because it's a power one and push it forward. And the engine wise, it's good. Recently swapped in an RB20 in it. So sounds healthy. And yeah, let's get started and doing some stuff. Okay, so first thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna remove the hood. I have a replacement hood, so might as well get this one out of the way. That way, the less things on the car, the easier it'll be to spray. I'm probably gonna remove the fenders as well, and then pull the car out so I can paint the products that can easily come off the car in here first, and then I'll bring in the car and then paint the roof, the front door and trunk, and the areas that are going to be visible where the kit won't cover. That way it makes it easier on me. Okay, so fenders removed, hood removed, old hood, fenders, new hood. Car is filthy, so I'm probably gonna take it back out, give it a wash once I remove the rear over fenders as well. The only thing I need to really sand and prep, well, I need to sand and prep everything, but doors, roof, trunk, and this little piece right here that's going to be visible. I'll probably just primer the whole door, but just spray paint just a little bit of the edge. That way it's, because the back, nothing's going to be really visible. Once I put the bumper on, all of this is going to be blocked off. So, cool. Okay, so we got one panel off. This panel, I gotta take off the wheels since I put 2 screws there and there's nothing I can get on it. But, all right, we're moving. Okay, so got this side off, got the wheels off, got this side off as well. Oh, I also brought some beater wheels, so that way I won't get overspray on the good wheels. Let's get to it. sanding. We're getting the roof done. Or we got the roof done. We got the trunk done. A majority of the right side is done where the paint will be shown. I'm not gonna sand this nor this because it's gonna be covered by the rear panels. But we're making good progress. I put the masking tape so I wouldn't scratch the chrome trim like I had said. But there's some areas where I did kind of get close to lifting it. So I'm gonna have to refix that. I could possibly even almost use this. Maybe I'll just air blow it and then just wipe it down with alcohol, the car, so I can start laying some primer down. It's honestly not too bad. I'm using 400 grit paper, 400 grit by the brand Sunmite, their film disc, with the Milwaukee orbital sander. I'm using about 1/2 inch interface pad, which is this like foam pad that goes in between your sandpaper and your orbital sander. That way it gives you a nice smooth finish. When you get close to these areas, sometimes you'll dig into the paint if you're going at an angle, but with the interface pad, you could just kind of lay it and then it'll automatically go to the little edge. So works good. You could see here all the sun damage that was there before. It's sanded smooth now. There's still a lot of sand damage here from the previous clear coat that I gotta get rid of. So I just gotta sand that, sand one more door, and we're pretty much ready. I'm probably gonna build a paint booth tomorrow outside. That way I don't paint in the garage. Sanding's not too bad. I have one garage door opening with the fan pushing the air out, so it's pretty good. So far, I'm pretty happy with the results. What you doing, fool, huh? In the middle of working on my Cefiro and this guy comes over. Freaking mount some baller ass wheels. Alright. I love it. Let's do it. Alright, so for tonight, it's a wrap. We're done. I sanded the whole car. Everything's ready. Everything that's gonna be painted. I scuffed up the rears. Those were kind of hard to sand because like the exposed fiberglass, they probably won't come out as good, but it's okay. Drift car. And fronts, I might try to attempt to fix that tomorrow. That's why I didn't scuff these up, but everything else ready to go. Okay, we're back. Day 2 of painting the Cefiro. And majority of it was sanded yesterday, but for all this area, using the Scotch, I think this is like around a 400 grit is what they say. You just want to sand all the areas you can't reach with the sander. So all these little areas, all the little areas here. I'm going to paint these black, so I'm probably going to tape them up for now. And then later I'll just mask the car and then just paint these on the car so I don't have to take off the door cards, because it's kind of a hard task because of the roll cage and everything. So I need to sand this, sand the bottom side, and sand all these little areas where I couldn't really get with the DA sander, and just give it a quick little scrub down so that way the paint can stick. Let me do that, and yeah, keep you guys updated. Okay, so the next step, I'm using some tackless rags, meaning that they don't fall apart, just to wipe down all the dust. I sprayed a little bit of alcohol, acetone on this, just to help me, as you can see, with the dust, without the dust. And then afterwards, I'm gonna hit it with more acetone spray, alcohol, and give it a complete wipe down to where it's fully ready to accept the paint. But with this, you're removing any oil debris, anything, removing all the dust, so the paint has a nice clean surface to stick to. Okay, so the next step would be me taping up all the windows. I bought some special like masking tape that has tape on one side, and then it has a roll of paper that folds out. So I'll just tape it along the edge that I already taped, and then cover all the windows, cover everything that I don't want to get paint on. And I also bought this plastic. So my goal is to use some tape it up to the roof. That way I can create a wall around the garage to where only the car is getting painted. I don't want anything else getting overspray or anything. I'll poly paint with the garage door a little bit open. That way it lets some overspray out. But besides that, yeah. I still need to tack the car down a little bit more and spray it. Let me show you guys the rags I was using, that way in case you guys want to do it. So I was using these rags that are lint free with alcohol. So using those two products, you wipe down the whole car. That way you get any debris out, anything that's on it. But yeah, let me get started on this and wrap the whole car up and wrap the garage up. Okay, so garage is mostly covered. Majority of it is covered. So that way it'll catch any overspray. Still need to wipe down the car. I'm just gonna wipe down the trunk, the roof, the front door, and then I can start doing primer, paint, and clear. And then once this is done, I can pull in the rest of the parts in here and paint them in here. It is super windy outside. I was gonna paint it outside, but looks like plans have changed. Luckily, I had this plastic so the garage won't get full of overspray. Okay, so far I laid down the primer. The primer. Trunk still needs a little bit more primer, but the majority of the side is all good. I'm gonna sand it right now and then kind of see where it needs more primer, and then go as I sand and prime as I go. Okay, so lots of progress has been made. I currently sanded down the car again with 400 grit, the Scotch red looking one. And now the car, I wiped it down again with a tack rag. So it is ready now for paint. I let it cure for about 15 minutes before sanding it. So I'm gonna now paint it. Car is now painted. There is a few runs. Painting with the turbo cans is really hard. So I wouldn't recommend it unless you want your car like really quickly one color, maybe. But It's shiny, but painting it is so hard. I wouldn't recommend it. But I started it, so I'm gonna finish it. I'm gonna let the paint cure, and then I'll probably hit it with some clear later. You can see one of the runs is right here. It's a really hard area to get, especially because the turbo fans are so big. It's about 1 foot of a fan that it's spraying. So when I painted up here, I had already sprayed down here. So that's why like it overlapped the paint and it put too much in one spot. But besides that, and the trunk, can't really tell, but there is a run on the trunk right here. I'm gonna have to sand that down and possibly hit it again. Okay, so update. Car is now painted yellow. Honestly, not too bad. Now that it's set, the rear overs did, since they're like full fiberglass, they did not like getting paint on them. So I might have to sand this once again, scuff them up and paint them. I ran out of paint, so I painted to paint the rear bumpers and stuff. So I'm gonna sand them, paint them. Front fenders came out nice, super smooth. Hood also came out really good, super smooth as well. So let me get this ready. I'm gonna sand the rears, repaint them, and then the body kit. I'm not too sure if I'm gonna have time. Tomorrow's the last day I can work on the car. I don't know if I'll have enough time to do it, but we'll see. I'll try to get the car all fitted up with the current painted stuff and then see how far we get.